Yo, what is up, everybody? So, if you can't tell from the sound of my voice right now, I am a little bit sick. So, it's awkward, but I'm here today to give you some amazing drip. So, this character has a lot of customization options. Right here, I have my all white outfit I made for. I think this one is my favorite, but you're gonna have to wait until the very end of the video to see how I made it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let me show you what Arakure has to offer. First, we have our red outfit. If you've seen Vi from Arcane in her Pit Fighter arc, I took a little bit of inspiration with that. When I first saw this haircut, it actually reminded me a ton of her, but I couldn't quite get the look right. Up first, we have her helmet. It's gonna be the Zubatoy alternate helm. The chest is the same, just not the alternate version, and the arms are the same fit, except that, yeah, they're the alternate. For her weapons, I went with a lot of barbed riot, Soon's spine, because I felt like the little hook right there was really cool, and barbed riot for her other Minochi. I'm gonna butcher all the pronunciation, by the way. I am so sorry in advance. For her chest, I went ahead and put on an all blackout kind of look here. You can run pretty much any paint pattern that does this. Psychedelic is just my go-to. For her left shoulder, I have nothing on it. Right shoulder, nothing on it. Standards are gonna be blank. In the back is gonna be blacked out. For the material, I'm running ruby. There's no overrides here. I'm letting it accent all of the dark pieces. And for the color, I'm running bleeding. You'll get this, but right before you get your first rep on her. Up next is the orange outfit. This one was pretty hard for me to put together, but I really love how it turned out. So her helmet is gonna be a Yashi. Her chest is gonna be the Atsuka Mishi alternate. And she's running the Atsuka arms as well. Her right weapon is going to be Inverse Oni, Mass Tragedy is going to be her Suka, and Smeared Alloy is going to be her left Munuchi. I would made them different just because I like how it looks, just having a little bit of like different weapons. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but because it's such an asymmetrical outfit anyways, I thought putting like a darker piece on this side and a lighter, like more colored piece on this side looked really good. Plus, I know she doesn't have a lot of gold necessarily on her armor, but I think it looks good with the rope, so we're just gonna go with it. For the chest, I put on her Flying Kiku pattern. You can get this, by the way, with the Arakure Hero offer coming out, and I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna run it probably on everything. Her material is amber with overrides on the left and right shoulder. The color pattern changes the orange there, so I went ahead and put on tar. Her left shoulder, nothing on it. Right shoulder, nothing on it. Standards, nothing on it. And her back also has nothing there. I really like the little pinstripe here, so I didn't want to mess it up. For the color, this is a livid that you get at Reputation 8. So you're gonna have to do a little bit of grinding, but you're gonna need teal gear on her anyways, so go for it. Now for her yellow outfit, I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, Wex, that's navy. That's more blue than anything. Listen, I fuck with it. And I feel like with yellow, if you have it as a primary color, sometimes it can be too much and you run around like a cheddar cheese block. And I feel like pairing it with this makes it look really, really nice, like a dark blue with a yellow. So I have her Yashi alternate helm, Wanpaku alternate chest, and her Zesei arms. And I just want to point out real quick, her tattoos look absolutely amazing here. That's the main reason I want to put some navy in it, because I feel like it like looks so good on her skin with this outfit. And also the tattoos on her face and neck blend very well. So going into all of the color patterns, we have Flying Kiku. This is also from her Arakure Hero offer. This is the third pattern. I have no ornament, by the way, on almost every single one of these outfits, so I'll let you guys pick out what you want to run with it. For the material, I have Marigold. I have no overrides. Her left shoulder is Psychedelic, so like I said earlier with the red outfit, this is going to completely navy out her shoulder, and it does have a little bit of the chipped pattern. I usually never put anything over metal, but I feel like here it's black if you don't. And I think the navy looks nicer. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. I personally like this more, but I always love to hear y'all's opinions on it. So her right shoulder also is going to be navied out. Her standards have nothing on them just because I want to keep that like chipped yellow and navy paint look. And her back has a Flying Kiku 3 as well. Now for the paint pattern, I'm running hollow. You get this at Reputation 6 level 18. So you can actually start building this set pretty early, but you know, getting teal gear is the goal, so. I almost forgot her weapons. So for her right Manushi, I'm running Conflicted Spirit. Her Suka is Iron Bruiser, and her left one is also a Conflicted Spirit. I find it very interesting too. A lot of the weapons do alternate. Like they don't look the same on both sides. So I went ahead and I just tried to keep it as black and yellow as possible to go with the outfit. All right, now we have her green outfit, and I have to say, I love this helmet. This is just her default alternate, but I mean, come on, with the green all over and like the green going into the spikes. I love this one. I'm running the Zesei alternate chest, Zavoitoi arms. Oh my god, that sounds awful. Sewn Spine Minucci on the right, Conflicted Spirit Suka, and then the inverse Oni Minucci on left. So inverse Oni, it looks different depending on the left or right. It's another one of those that like changes colors completely. And I didn't want the colors to be too mismatchy on this outfit, so I thought going with the like bone theme on her other one looks pretty solid. Now moving into her color patterns, the chest has nothing on it. I was thinking of putting something on this. I just feel like it can be a little bit much, and I've used this pattern so many times already. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it. I went ahead and kept the left and right shoulder blank as well. I want to let that material with how shiny it is stand out. Her standards are also blank, and then her back is blank as well. This is one where I feel like you definitely could, like I said, change it up. The only complaint I have about her customization is on the back. If you look at her metal standards down below, it completely goes on it. And that can be problematic for a lot of outfits. I wish it would just stay up top. Maybe they'll fix that. Maybe they'll leave that in the game. I'm not sure. But as it is, it's not too bad. And it does actually make a lot of outfits better. So it's kind of a 50-50 depending on how you look at it. For her material, I'm keeping it all emerald. I'm keeping with the green. And for her color, I'm going watch, which you get at reputation 9, level 14. So you're definitely going to have to play her a bit more if you want to make a really good black and green drip. You also can go ahead and buy like something with customization. That's an option too. But to get this green specifically, you're going to have to play a little longer. Now for her blue outfit, I'm really excited about this one. She kind of reminds me of He-Man or like a Sub-Zero type of vibe with this outfit. So for her helmet, it's the Zesei helm, no alternate, just regular, the Zesei chest, and the Zubatoy arms. I feel like the blue and gold go so good here, by the way. So for her right, Minochi, it's gonna be Poisonous Coil. I'm running the exact same Asuka. And it's interesting, this is one of the sets that drastically changes colors. So I'm running pretty much the whole weapon set the same, but it does have a purple piece. There's not another blue one on this side, unfortunately, so you kind of have to decide here if you want to go with like a black and gold. That's always really nice if you want to go with something like basic, or if you want to make the whole thing purple like I did. Totally up to you. So for her chest, there's nothing on it. This is just how it looks. So I'm running gold, and for some reason I chose to override everything gold. I blued out her shoulders. Once again, I did paint over metal. I might get yelled at for it, but I mean, these arms have a little bit of wear and tear on them anyways. I feel like it suits her personality having some of that. So just go ahead, and you can use triangles, you can use psychedelic, doesn't really matter. For her standards, I also did the same thing here. I thought if I'm doing it on one metal piece, I might as well do it for everything, just for consistency's sake. So all the metal is going to be covered up this bright blue color to make it just stand out more. I want this to be a very blue forward outfit. And then you're gonna run Horizon. You unlock this at rep 1, level 18. And I feel like this is one of the best early game color palettes you can get. So running this with honestly any of her outfits earlier is gonna look really good if you wanna go for a solid blue outfit. Next up, we got purple, and I'm very excited about this one. So I did end up using the same weapons as last time, and in a minute, I'll show you the reason for that. So we have the Wanpaku helm, and I think this personally is my favorite helmet on her. This looks amazing. I have the Ayashi alternate chest and the Wanpaku arms. And like I said, Poisonous Coil, I'm running the full set. And it's because I found it very difficult to find like a low rep purple that looked really good. So what I did is I ran Queenly, right? This color comes default with blue and purple, and it's actually the same kind of like darkish teal that matches her weapon. So this could go for kind of a blue or purple outfit. I think Queenly looks great here. I'm going to get into it. So the chest, we're leaving it blank. I think you definitely could add Flying Kiku or something like that. If you guys can't tell, I'm obsessed with this paint pattern. But like I said, I don't want to spam. I'm putting it on right now, actually. I don't care. It looks too good. Anyways, left shoulder, I have nothing on it. I want to let that metal shine. I feel like if you wanted to do something very interesting here, You could go ahead and put turquoise in to add more of a turquoise element, but I want this to be a mainly purple drip. And her base, I'm running Tanzanite. I feel like that's a really nice purple here. It's my favorite purple in the game. If you want to go darker, you can always do a dark orchid that also like dims everything, or amethyst if you want it to be shinier. I just love how Tanzanite looks and how much it brightens up her face. So just personal preference. Left shoulder blank, right shoulder blank. Her standards, I left blank as well. I don't want to cover up this metal, and I feel like having a bit of like a mismatched metal here is nice because it makes it look a little more real. In her back, I also left blank. Like I said, if you want to add more paint patterns to this, I would recommend it. I just didn't want to make this too busy. Now for the pink outfit. So this one was very difficult for me to figure out exactly what I wanted to do. After looking at all of her sets, and I didn't want to reuse too much gear, so there's a lot of gear I previously used that could look better for some of these color palettes, but as I was moving down the customization, I was like, you know what, I want to make sure I use a little bit of everything. So first we have the Zubatoy helm, the Wanpaku chest, and the Sayoku arms. For her weapons, the right Minuchi is going to be hardened root, her Suka's hardened root, and the left Minuchi's hardened root. I feel like running full sets does look more cohesive, especially with something like this that has a couple mixed colors anyways. She doesn't have any like heavy pink forward weapons, which makes sense, but it does make it a little bit more difficult to make a pink outfit. I think maybe going black, pink, and gold could look better, but for this set, I feel like this is where I had to go with it. So her chest is gonna be completely blank. Her material, I'm running rose gold. Left shoulder blank, right shoulder blank. I really like the rose gold, almost like trim on this, and then keeping the red, since we're blending red and pink anyways, I didn't want to like mess up the shoulders and keep it the way it is. Her standards are going to be blank. Just covering up the paint looks really strange here. On top of that, it doesn't work with the color I picked. Her back is going to be blank. I really love this default pattern that comes with it. You definitely could mix it up. If there was a better like red and pink you could pick from, you could cover that up. I just think it looks really pretty with the like natural metallics it has. For the color, I'm running Blood Vines. You unlock this at Reputation 16 level 20, so it definitely takes a while to get. The one with her hero offer does look pretty nice. Unfortunately, just running it like this isn't showing off the pink. It's gonna be in a pattern that has 3 different colors with it. And for our purposes, I'd rather just keep it like this and go with a nice light pink that I don't think it makes her look any softer, if we're being honest. She still looks tough, but I mean, everybody loves pink, so. And now we have our all black set. For this one, I did go with a little bit more of a black pink look, and I gotta say, I don't know how I feel about the Sayoku helm. I think it looks really cool, but I don't know if I'm gonna run it. It's gonna have to grow me a little bit because it's giving kind of like Elvis, you know? For her chest, I'm running the Wanpaku alternate chest. I feel like this works really well with her helm here. And I think this chest makes the helmet look super good. Let me know what y'all think about this. I personally love it. And I'm running her Ayashi alternate arms so we can show off as much tattoo as possible and have a little bit of a beat up look. For her right Minuchi, I'm running smeared alloy. Her Suka is going to be Barb Riot, and I'm running smeared alloy on her left. I wanted to kind of have like a bloodied look here and make her look super tough. So the chest, you're going to go ahead and black it out as much as possible. Her material, I'm running tar with an override of mauve sunset on her standards. This is because the belt that you see here doesn't change a lot, and I wanted the standards to match with it. I also think it does blend with her tattoo as well. As you can see, there's like a little bit of a purple element there. So like, okay, I can make this work. Her back is going to be blacked out. Here's what it looks like without it. You can kind of decide if you want to keep this or not. I personally wanted the whole look to be darker, so I blacked it out. Her standards have nothing on them. And for the color, I'm running Bleeding. You get this at Reputation 0, level 18. It's a super early one to get. If you want to go for any black outfit, I highly recommend this color. You can use it with the psychedelic tech and literally have a solid black here if you want. And now for the all white outfit. I personally think this one turned out the best. I love how this looks. It does make her look a little bit like an old lady, but it's kind of a cool vibe. It's like a grandma warrior, you know? So we have the Zesei alternate helm, the Atsuka, oh god. The Atsukamashi chest, and the Sayoku alternate arms. For her weapons, I ran all barb for this. So we have the Provoking Barb Minuchi, Provoking Barb Suka, and the Provoking Barb Minuchi. So I would love if there was a more like whited out version of these weapons, but since there aren't a lot of options, there's rope on her armor, so that fits pretty good with the handles. And the barbed wire, it's at least silver, so it does blend well. So for her chest, we're gonna have it completely whited out so the cloth is as pale as possible. For her material, of course, we're running white iron. Gonna go ahead and make it look like somebody snowed on her. Her left shoulder is whited out. It is a shame to cover up the metal, but I think here it actually works, so everything is matte. Her right shoulder is whited out. Her standards are whited out. And her back is also whited out. For the color, we're running Winter Woods. You get this at Reputation 5, level 20. And I gotta say, this outfit works very well. As you can see on her knees, like the armor itself blends, and having the swirls of her tattoos, I think looks great with this. It also doesn't make it look too plain with having a white out look. It actually adds a little bit of definition and makes it look a little bit three-dimensional. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to say real quick, it has been a little rough with me being sick. I got mono for the second time, which, yes, is supposed to be impossible, but I have lupus, so apparently everything is possible with that. And I did just get a 2-month-old kitten. I did not know I was sick until after I got her, so it's been rough, but yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I promise I'm gonna stream on Twitch today, and yeah, I'm gonna have a blast repping up this hero. I can't wait to recreate these outfits myself on my account and play with you guys. Hopefully we can all like show off our outfits together. So I hope you have an amazing time playing the new hero, and I'll see you in the game. Bye bye.